Hey everyone, I'm excited to let you know that this month's video is sponsored by Keen. Now, I've worked with Keen in the past and I wanted to share with you a special deal that I will get to in a minute. But first, let me tell you about my experience connecting with a Keen advisor. I've shared before that when I need to get a reading for myself, I've gotten readings through Keen. Just yesterday, I got a reading from a lovely advisor named Lynn. She was very similar to myself in that she is very practical, direct, and simple in her delivery when communicating things throughout the reading. She gave me insight into my relationships, and she even helped me come up with some new ideas for my business. Now, what I love most about Keen is that the advisors are available 24/7, and you can even schedule a time if you want. And this is great if you have an advisor that you prefer to work with or an advisor that you've already established a relationship with. So here's the deal that Keen has extended to my viewers. You can get your first 10 minutes for just $1.99. And the price after that depends on which advisor you choose. But the best part is that this service is backed by a satisfaction guarantee. Keen is the most affordable way to meet new advisors, especially when you want guidance and support on things like dream interpretation, chakra clearing, getting insight into certain situations, career plans, relationships, whatever. Now, once you become a Keen user, each week you'll get emails that offer discounts and specials so you can get multiple readings in the most efficient way available. So make sure you check your inbox this week if you're already a Keen customer. Now, if you haven't signed up with Keen yet, it's a really simple process that can be done via mobile or desktop. All you're going to do is head on over to trykeen.com/intuitive gems, and you'll click on the sign up button and follow the steps to get started. The whole process should take less than 2 minutes, and you'll be on your way to connecting with a screened and talented advisor instantly. So I want to say thank you again to Keen for sponsoring this video, and now on to your reading. Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I will be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of August 2020. If this is your first time catching one of my videos, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I will be using my Spellcaster's Tarot deck. I will be clarifying with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck, as I always do, and then Aquarius. I will close out your reading with an Angels of Abundance Oracle card. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm feeling really anxious as I start shuffling your cards, Aquarius. So I know there's something good that's going to come through for you for the month of August 2020. What do we need to know for the sign of Aquarius as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of August 2020? What do we need to know for the sign of Aquarius? Okay. All right. Well, things are definitely falling into place for you, Aquarius, as we start the month off. Okay. So I have to say, it looks like you've got a lot of things going on. Okay. It looks like you've got several projects in the works here, Aquarius. If you don't, you have, you know, multiple things that you're paying attention to, and you're trying to get it all done. You're trying to not get overwhelmed. But I have to tell you that it will pay off. I can look at these cards and it will pay off at some point. Now, the thing is when things don't happen, you know, in the time that we're expecting them to, it can be very, very frustrating, and we can feel like we're ready to give up. And I see that you've considered giving up some things, Aquarius. You've considered giving up, letting things go, just tossing things out. But I want to tell you, please keep working. Please stay diligent. Please stay focused on the end game, because it will pay off. I know it seems like it's not going to, but I can look at your cards here and I can intuitively feel that yes, it will pay off at some point. Now we have the Chariot here in reverse. This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes the Chariot talks about things going on, you know, in two different directions. It's a scattered energy. The other thing is that sometimes things are moving at a pace that just doesn't work. You know, either things are moving too fast or things are moving too slow. Now we also have the High Priestess here. Now the High Priestess in the reverse talks about you not connecting to your higher source, you not trusting your own gut instincts, especially as it relates to your money and to your work and to your business and all the things. Pay attention to how you feel about something. Don't ignore that little inkling inside. We all have that gut feeling. We all have that sixth sense. You need to trust it, because it's definitely going to take you in the direction you want to go and allow you to create the results and the experiences that you want to create. Now we also have the Eight of Cups here. The Eight of Cups in the upright position talks about you walking away from something with no regrets. Now, this is a very good card, because it means that you finally made a decision and you're not going to accept anything less than what it is that you want. Sometimes too, it's almost like a release, or I should say it is a release, when you know something is done, something is dead, something is completed, and you're just not going to waste any more time there. This is a very powerful card, because it means that you can allow things to remove themselves, or you can remove yourself from a situation and understand, you know, it's not anyone's fault. It's not anything done wrong. It's just time to move on. So that's a very powerful place to be. Now we also have the King of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles all in the reverse. The King of Cups is someone who is not very much ruled by his emotions. Even though this is a king, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a male energy, but it's definitely an emotionally charged card, where someone really kind of doesn't give his emotions a whole lot of credibility when it comes to getting things done. Now, emotions and intuition are two different things, right? Emotions are something that come through physically. Intuition is something that comes through mentally, spiritually, and sometimes you get a physical sensation and sometimes you don't. You just know. You just know, or you just don't know, or you just know that it is, and you don't have anything to justify why you know, but you know. So I hope that makes sense. The King of Cups is someone who is not ruled by his emotions, right? He is someone who really looks at the situation, looks at the facts, and makes a logical decision based on the logical evidence before him. Now, a lot of times this works out really well, especially when we're dealing with legal matters, or we're dealing with, financial, mathematical matters. You know, it's like, what do the numbers say? And I think that's kind of where you are at this point. It's like, you know, you see the evidence, and if you see, okay, this is not working, that's a very valid, logical approach, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, don't ignore what your gut is telling you, okay? There's a fine balance here, and I think that's probably where you're feeling a little bit of frustration, Aquarius. You know, logically, the numbers are not showing what I need them to see, but I still feel like this is the right thing for me to do. You're going to need to honor yourself in that way. You may have to, explain things to people, or you may not. But whatever the case may be, you're going to have to really trust yourself, and you're going to have to ultimately decide, okay, am I going to continue on this path, even though, say, it's not making me any money, even though I truly feel like this is what I should be doing? Yes, you can do that, but you're going to have to kind of compensate in other areas in order to make that a possibility. And I say that with these two cards here. So let's say you're trying to start a business and it's not, you're not seeing the profits or the revenue that you want to see. Fine. But your gut's telling you want to keep doing it. Fine, keep doing it. Just make sure you have enough of a cushion so you can still live your life. Don't do this at the expense of your family or at the expense of your well-being or at the expense of your credit score, whatever the case may be. So this is telling me here that you got to pay attention to your finances. Give yourself a solid cushion. Save up some money so you can pursue that business that you're trying to grow. Save up some money so you can, keep diligently working on the project that has your heart so full of joy. But again, don't do it. Don't do that at the expense of your livelihood. Don't live out of your car trying to run a business. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about smart, intelligent financial decisions. We're not saying to give up your dream, but I am saying to be responsible and take care of your obligations first. All right, Aquarius, let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to your money, wealth, prosperity, abundance for the month of August 2020. What do we need to know for the sign of Aquarius? Wow. Okay. So we got 3 cards here, which I wasn't expecting, but I'm going to go with it since they came out. Obviously, that's something we need to pay attention to. All right. We have the 4 of Swords, 3 of Wands, Hermit, these 2 in reverse, Wheel of Fortune, really nice card, 2 of Swords, okay, Lovers reverse, and the 5 of Wands reverse. Okay. And I hope nothing is cut off here. Okay. All right, Aquarius. So, 4 of Swords. This is interesting here because it tells me that it's almost like you're at the point where you're really ready to make the sacrifices you need to make in order to make things happen. That's a good place to be because it means that you are very much determined and very much focused. However, again, we have to be careful because we do have financial responsibilities and obligations. So I think that's a good place for you to be, mindset wise, that you're willing to kind of eliminate some things and you're willing to let some things go. But at the same time, you're going to have to use good judgment, okay? You're going to have to be very, very careful with the next steps you take because you don't want to hurt anybody in the process. You just have to be very, very careful. Don't hurt your spouse or your children or your family in some way. Don't sacrifice them for your business or for your work or for money. Not that I'm saying anybody would intentionally do that, but sometimes we do that unintentionally because we're trying to do something and we're trying to make things happen so badly that we don't realize that there's other things at stake here. Okay, so I'm just kind of trying to give you an awareness, maybe even a wake-up call for some of you to really pay attention to the other things that matter. I understand money is important, but let's not pursue money at all costs that we neglect other things in the process. The next card is the 3 of Wands. This is future planning being put on hold. I think this has been a very common card for a lot of people, considering the state of our society and our economy. There's so many things uncertain right now that most people are just not making future plans. We all know we need to obviously plan for our retirement and that type of thing. But as far as what our jobs are going to look like, or what our investments are going to look like, or what our income is going to look like in the near and long-term future, we just don't know. So it's okay to put some big decisions on hold. I think that's a very smart thing to do. Stay productive, keep putting money away for savings. But as far as making some big investment choices or whether or not to make big purchases or things like that, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens before we take some action. Next, we have the Hermit card. The Hermit card in the reverse is all about showing up for yourself. And I think this is something you do really well, Aquarius. You know, you show up, you get things done. You are consistent. You are someone who diligently does the work. I think that's a very good path and a very good trait for you to continue to have, and for you to continue to kind of embrace about yourself. You know, showing up is really good. Even when you don't feel like it, you have that habit of consistency, which is definitely going to pay off for you in a surprising way. And I can say that because the next card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is a very lucky card. Sometimes this card means a literal windfall. It also means things literally turning in your favor in an unbelievably serendipitous stroke of good luck. This is really exciting. I want you to prepare for this, Aquarius, because you definitely have some good luck coming your way. And it's going to be a surprise, you know, just looking at your cards here. It looks like you're on, you know, the straight path of getting things done, and then surprise, you've got something good happening, some good luck coming your way. Now, we also have the Two of Swords here. Now, the Two of Swords is about making a decision. You're going to have to make a very, I want to say a particular decision, especially as it relates to your work and to your money. Now, you do still have some good luck coming your way, but you still have to make some decisions about what you're going to do. These decisions are going to affect, you know, other areas of your life here. We have the Lovers card, which means that there could be a divine disconnection, a divine separation. It could be letting go of a passion project, something you have your heart set on, you know, something that, you know, just isn't fulfilling anymore. Usually when I see the Lovers card in the reverse, it means stepping away from something you love and you care about. This could be a relationship, it could be a business, it could be a lifestyle. You know, whatever the case may be, just know that sometimes it is time to break away. It is time to let go of something you're so passionate about for a variety of reasons. And you're going to have to be okay with that. You're going to have to be okay that this could be just a temporary putting on hold. It could also be something where you just kind of, you know, just release some things right now while you focus on other things. Next, we have the Five of Wands here. This is about communication, and this is about having hard conversations with people, right? Sometimes when we make the decision to leave a relationship, it's a hard conversation to have. But at the same time, it's a conversation, and it's a step that causes growth. It's a lesson that allows you to really learn some things you probably would not have learned any other way. But I see all of this is good here. This is really good growth. Sometimes we have to have those difficult conversations and make those tough choices because we are maturing and we do want more for ourselves, especially our money life, especially our financial life. It's like sometimes when you are going in a direction that increases your finances, you have to let go of those low poverty mindset people that you once hung around. You know, you really have to decide, okay, if living an abundant life, if living this lavish life means saying goodbye to the broke people, yeah, I'm willing to do it. I know I am. But that's something that you're going to have to ask yourself, Aquarius. But like I said, I don't think that's going to be anything difficult for you. I think you're ready for it. You probably just needed confirmation that now is the time. But let's see what else shows up for you. Oops, Aquarius. As we move into the second half of August, what else do we need to know for the sign of Aquarius as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? Yep. For the month of August 2020. Okay. I'm seeing some repeater cards here. Two of Swords here. Two of Pentacles here. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. Didn't we see him? Yes, he's here. Okay. Interesting. Then we have a Tower moment. What is that about? Let's get into it. But let's start here with our Seven of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, the Tower card, all in the upright position. Seven of Wands is you having to really stand your ground and stay firm in a decision that you've made. You know, Aquarius, you are very much strong-minded, and sometimes people find that threatening in a way because they are weak-minded. So when someone has a strong mind and they're in a really solid headspace, other people find that uncomfortable because that's not something that a characteristic that they have. You know, be okay with people feeling, you know, insecure around you. I think that's the message here. You know, not everybody's going to be happy with the choices you make, and you're going to have to be okay with that, which I think you will be, especially as we move into the second half of August. We also have the Ten of Pentacles. This is definitely group work here. This is you connecting with the right people in the right way, and it's going to be a very profitable project. And I can say that because we have the Nine of Pentacles here. The Nine of Pentacles is really that lavish lifestyle. It's about you being rewarded for your efforts and enjoying those rewards. You know, guilt-free, full of pleasure, full of joy. Really just embracing the lifestyle that you are creating and having no excuses, no regrets, making no apologies about enjoying the finer things. And I think that's definitely going to be kind of that energy you're in once we hit this third week of August. We have the Two of Swords. We talked about the Two of Swords here, about you making those tough choices, and I think you're going to be okay. I really don't see any type of things holding you back from making the tough decisions you need to make, because you definitely have some financial goals, which means you're going to have to say no to certain things, and you're totally okay with that, Aquarius. You have no issues with that. We also have the Two of Pentacles. Again, you're going to have to really pay attention to your money, pay attention to your budget. Make sure you save some money. Make sure you put money aside, because I'm seeing this here as a reminder and a heads up. Hey, put some money aside, get yourself, you know, financially responsible. You definitely have to pay attention to really having a cushion and really giving yourself a safety net to some degree, because I just feel like it's better to be prepared than try to scramble at the last minute getting things together. You really have to make sure that you are prepared for a worst case scenario, because you know we all have them at some point. We have the Page of Pentacles here. The Page of Pentacles is good news coming about money. But the interesting thing here is this Tower moment. Now, what is that about? I'm getting the sense that the reaction that could be happening with this difficult conversation could be something that really blows up. If you are having a conversation, say you want to end a relationship, say you want to do something totally different, this Tower card is telling me that maybe the people that you have this conversation with may not have the best reaction. However, their reaction is not your responsibility. So you're going to have to kind of have these difficult conversations regardless of how someone else may respond. You know, I understand, hey, we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. We don't want to throw anybody under the bus. We don't want to make anybody feel bad. But at the same time, Aquarius, I know this may sound selfish, but you got to take care of yourself. You have to have the courage to do what's right for you, even though someone may have a negative response to it. You cannot live your life accommodating other people. You cannot worry constantly about how someone's going to react or what they're going to do or what they're going to say. You're really going to have the courage to take the risk of upsetting other people if it means that's what you need to do in order to create the life and have the things that you want. I know that's scary. I know that's uncomfortable, and I know that's not ideal, but at the same time, I think that's the message here, and that's the challenge that is being brought forth to you at this time is, Aquarius, are you willing to experience negative feedback in the pursuit of what you want? I think that's something you really have to think about. That's what I'm feeling really heavy right now, is that, you know, there's going to be people who are not supportive, who are not happy, who are not, I guess, who are just not ready to accept that you're willing to do this, but that's not your problem. So let's see what else happens as we close out the month of August 2020 for my beautiful Aquarius. What else do we need to know? Yep. Check it out, Aquarius. You're going to have some hard conversations. It may not be received well, but ultimately, it's going to give you exactly what you want. In more ways than one, because we also have the Sun card here. Sun card in reverse, Three of Pentacles reverse, Three of Wands upright, Six of Pentacles upright, and the Nine of Cups. One of the most positive cards in the deck, along with the Sun. Now, the Sun card is always a positive card in my readings. I don't care if she shows up upright, reverse, whatever. This is always a positive card. You're going to have some difficult conversations. You're going to hit some bumps. But look, it's going to pay off for you beautifully, as long as you have the courage to follow through. The Sun card in the reverse means that good is coming. Excitement, joy, happiness, fulfillment, contentment, all the wonderful things are definitely coming. It may come in an unexpected way, maybe a little bit slower, maybe to a lesser degree than what you had hoped. Maybe as a result of a difficult conversation, or as a result of letting something go or doing something hard. But look, it blesses you in such a holistic, beautiful, highly energetic, and highly positive way. We also have the Three of Pentacles here. Now, this is you working alone. I know we talked about group projects here, but after you kind of go through that, eventually you're going to break off and do your own thing. You're definitely going to be a solopreneur, maybe a solo business owner. Of course, you will have people that help you here and there, but overall, this is going to be something you do for yourself, by yourself. Next, we have the Three of Wands here, the Three of Wands. Now we can start thinking about those future plans. Remember, we put the future planning on hold right here. But as we close out the month of August, you're going to go back to that and you're going to start reevaluating what it is that you're going to do next. You know, what are your plans going to be? How are you going to take those next steps? That's very exciting. You're definitely going to be writing things down, making plans, mapping out ideas. That's definitely going to be happening as we move towards the end of August. Next, we have the Six of Pentacles. You're going to be a very, very generous spirit. This is really good because it means that you do have things to give. You are in the capacity of being generous, either with your time, your money, your attention, your support, whatever it may be. You're definitely going to be giving because you are going to be in a position to share. This is very exciting, Aquarius. I hope you're ready for it. Finally, we have the Nine of Cups. This is the wish card. This means your wish is granted. This is so overwhelmingly positive. I just don't know what more to say or how else to say it, Aquarius. You know, things are going to be shifty. Things are going to be a little unstable. But when all is said and done, you get exactly what you want. It may have come in a weird, unexpected way. It may have come in some obscure timing, but none of that matters. All that matters is the result, and the result is going to be exactly what you want in a very happy, joyous, powerful way. So I hope you're getting ready for that, Aquarius. I really do, because it's coming. Like I said, it may be a rocky road getting there, but when all is said and done, your wish is your command. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and close out your reading with an Angels of Abundance Oracle card. Okay. I think this is perfect. Visualize abundance in all forms. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings. And that is what you will experience. Yes, This is exactly what we were talking about in your reading, Aquarius. Visualize abundance in all forms because it's definitely coming. Like I said, it may come in a challenging way. Things may happen throughout the month that seem kind of off. But if you just trust and hold steady to the vision, I promise you, it's all going to come together. Somehow, some way, it's all going to come together. So Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. And if you'd like to connect with me for a private reading, I will have that information linked for you in the description as well. All right, Aquarius, thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.